Hi, and welcome to Marie on a Budget. Yes, I was once cozy and frugal living, and I decided to change the name of my channel. Why? Because I feel like Marie on a Budget is more so reflective of my personality and my lifestyle. Like, I like to shop, I like to enjoy life, but I like to live on a budget or within my means. So, hi, I am Marie. And in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about 6 frugal things that I do to help me live within my means and keep me mentally sane and stable and not being stressed out every month, every year. Just keep me content. Okay. So I want to talk about these 6 things with you. I can ramble all over. So I actually made a little list here, okay? And while I'm talking, I actually want to try out this NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I was at Walmart and you know I love a little deal. And I was in Walmart and they had these on sale for $5. And I was like, oh, I have to try it. Now I don't wear concealer. I have my Fenty in the color 400 on right now. I tried out this primer below and it's very glossy, so my skin looks really shiny, and I don't like that because I have naturally oily skin, so I don't need extra oil. But we're going to try this out while I'm talking. It is the shade Golden Honey, and like I said, I'm not a really big concealer person. I have a mirror down here. I'm going to look at that, so I don't really know how you really apply it. I'm gonna put some here because that's what I see people do. I like my eyelids also to be is that how it goes? Okay, and then you do like this, right? Boop. Okay, very yellow, but I have yellow undertone, so that's why I think it would work. All right, so the first thing I do is first I automate all of my payments that comes out of my bank account, but automate to pay yourself first. Okay, so what does that look like? Now there was a time, and I have to be honest about this, okay, when I was not really making that much money, and I honestly felt like I couldn't save anything because I felt like I was barely, oh, look, oh my gosh. I felt like I was barely making anything to save anything, but that is not true. That is not true. The problem is, as soon as we get paid, we want to go splurge. You know, we want to reward ourselves. And I spoke about this in a previous video where I used to do that too. As soon as I get paid, I would want to reward myself. I would think about all the things that I want to get. I'm going to get this and I'm going to get that. And to be honest with you, even if you're saving $5, that is something. Okay, that is something. And when I did actually start putting aside some money to save from my little meager paycheck, at one point I was a CNA. Before I became a nurse, I was a CNA. And I was making, years ago, I was making $8 an hour. When I became a nurse and I started getting nursing paycheck, I was like, oh my God. But before that, I was making $8 an hour, okay? And I would say just put aside, even if it's just $5. So I just direct deposit. I'll have everything go direct deposit. Does this look good? I don't know. But this is the color Golden Honey. And I feel like it looks very golden. I like how it looks on my eyelids. I think that looks very okay. I don't know. Anyway, it's nighttime. I'm going to go to bed, so I'm going to wash all of this off anyway. I just wanted to try it. Yeah, so put aside, even if it's just $5, okay? I'm telling you, that $5 will add up, and then one day you'll have some little random emergency, and you will feel so proud of yourself. If you just, even if you have like $100 saved, you'll feel so happy that you have that $100. So that's the first thing. Start small. That's what I did. Okay, I worked my way up because I didn't have it like that. I am using now, I'm so happy I get to actually go and restock this. This is my Ruby Kisses setting powder. I get this at the like Chinese beauty supply store, and I love this powder. Because I have very oily skin, and you don't see it. It just blends in, and then it soaks up all of my oil. Because when I say I have oily skin, they can come and they can refine oil from me. I should be selling the oil from my face. Okay, so the next step I have is to spend on what increases your income. Okay, spend on what will bring in money for you. Don't just buy things because everybody's buying it or it's trending. For example, my cell phone. I'm recording this video on my cell phone. My cell phone is an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Okay, I have not upgraded yet because I don't really, if this one works fine, it's fine. If you guys can see the video, then I'll just keep using it until one day I feel like buying an expensive phone. Right now I don't feel like it. Okay, I have a lot of Juvia's Place products. I just loved how colorful, and I said I have a pink eyeshadow palette from them, and that's why I didn't want to buy the blush the last time I was in Ulta, and now I'm just going to use this because I don't really put it on my eyes, but I think it would make a nice blush, so let's try it. I like that. Yeah, so yes, spend money on things that you can use to increase your income. If you're gonna buy a car, become a Lyft driver, become an Uber driver. You know how many drivers, when I'm going on vacation and I'm talking to the drivers, they're telling me that they bought a car and they're just doing Lyft and Uber. Some of them do both, actually. You see both sides up in their cars, but some of them do both, and they're using that to pay off their car. And the more expensive, I've noticed this, and I talked to a lot of Lyft drivers, like I feel like they should be paying me the amount of conversating I have to do in these cars with these drivers sometimes. Like they get bored and I feel like I have to keep them company while they're driving. So a lot of them, I've noticed, and they've kind of confirmed that depending on what kind of car you're driving, if you are driving a more like a newer model car, Lyft will ask you to tip that driver more. I've seen that many times, where with one driver, if they're driving like a, I don't know, like a 2006 or older model car, the tip might be like $5. But if somebody's like in a Tesla or 2014, no, not that, but you know, a little bit higher, the tip is like $13. I'm like, well, how come he gets it, you know? And it's because it's a newer model car. So yeah, use that. A lot of men use that, and women too use it to pay off their car. So do that, you know, spend your money on things that will help you make more money. I'll put blush here too. I like to be blushing. Okay, I want to be a blushing blusher. I like to be all blushed out. Anyway, okay, so that's that. I think that looks okay. I don't know. Anyway, all right, so buy things that will increase your income, even with your cell phone. Okay, I've had this cell phone for years, and I've had several YouTube channels to where, and I was monetized on different channels. I just got rid of those channels because it wasn't content that I was like seriously happy with making. And I made money for them, and I paid off my car, and I paid off my cell phone. So it worked. You know, I used my cell phone that I was still paying for and then made money from using the cell phone to help me pay off my car and pay off debt and pay off for this phone. So now everything is paid off. So that's what I mean. The third thing is quality. Buy quality things. Now for me, like I said, you know, in the past I was a CNA and now I'm a nurse, and the thing that is quality for me is having good scrubs, comfortable shoes, you know, maybe like stuff for like my back, because sometimes I'm doing lifting or pulling, tugging, all of these things that make me really tired. Supplements, okay? For me, supplements is a big thing because you are exposed to so many people, and I do home health, and I kid you not, I will go to work and the parents will say like, oh my gosh, we picked up a bug and now everybody's sick and everybody's has this and that and the other. I still wear my mask, okay? To me, wearing a mask is an investment. I still have masks coming in from Amazon because I don't want to pick up anything from anybody. If I was taking care of myself all weekend and then I come back to work, I don't want to pick up your germs. I'm going to be wearing my mask. So I invest in things that will keep me healthy. Supplements, good shoes. For you, it might be something else, you know, depending on where you work and what is your lifestyle. Invest in things that bring quality to your life. I'm going to try this this color here and see how it works. I'm going to put this on my eyelids. Okay. Ooh, it's very plummy. All right, the next thing is control your fixed expenses, right? So fixed expenses is like your rent or your mortgage or your car payment or your electric bill. Control those, always pay those first. When I was focusing on paying off my car, like that's all I focused on. I didn't try to go and try to get multiple things to have me paying off multiple things at the same time. I dumped as much money as I can in paying off that car note. And then when I paid like the last $500, oh my gosh, like you didn't know how I felt to just be finally done paying off this car. That looks okay, right? I don't know. So yes, when you want to get rid of your big bills, because that just frees you up to do other things with your money. And so you kind of really have to like buckle down and just like get in there and just get rid of it. It might feel hard because you want to go shopping, you want to go, you know, splurging, you want to go on a trip, you want to go hang out, you want to go show off, you want to go eat expensive. But when that bill is gone, you'll be so happy, because let's say your car payment is $600 a month. When that car is paid off, that $600 a month is yours. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. It's so good to not have a bill when you pay it off. You're just like, you feel rich when that $600, when you paid it off and you have that money there and you're like, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. You mean this $600 is mine? Yay. So yes, it feels good. All right, so you want to make sure you are paying your fixed expenses. Use food strategically. Okay, so what I mean by that is, another bad habit I used to have is wanting to try everything. I was one of those people who will go into the store and be like, oh, this looks good, I want to try it. Oh, I want to try that. And then I'll come home and it probably will taste bad and then I'll throw it away. Just waste money. I would waste money on food. I used to waste money on food. Okay, I'm wearing this Believe Beauty. I think I got this at Dollar General, and this is my favorite mascara. I'm not a big mascara person, but this is my favorite because look at the tips. Look how, I mean, I just like it because I feel like it just holds my eyelashes up where it needs to be. And like I said, I'm not a big mascara person because I feel like when I wear mascara, my eyelids feels heavier and then I feel tired. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm not a big makeup person, and when you wear mascara, it feels like it just make your eyelids heavy. You don't starve yourself, but you know, if you have like a bad habit with, you know, shopping and getting junk food and stock, you need to stock up the pantry with snacks, and you know, cut out all of that. Cut out all of that. Find healthier options. I'll always say that, of course, because I'm a nurse. So find healthier options, but learn to maximize your foods that you can just cook easy at home. And one of the easiest thing to do is to just get your crock pot or Instapot and just dump stuff in there and you're good to go. That my Instapot and my air fryer are my two best investments, because those are the two things I use a lot, especially my Instapot. So get quality stuff, and then that will help you to decrease on a lot of like excessive spending or wasteful spending. All right, and the last thing, number 6, I should have been counting them out, but the last thing, protect your time like an asset, because it is. Now, what do I mean like by that? For example, you go to work and you trade your time for money, right? But when you come home, you can also be using your time to make money. Like, for example, when I said I had other YouTube channels, I used to go to work as a nurse still, and then come home, and when I have my off days, I would make YouTube videos. Protect your time like an asset. Protect your attention, where your attention goes, like an asset, because it is, right? These companies pay lots of money to figure out where your attention span is going. Focus on career advancement, content creation, and consistent investing. All right, consistent investing, whether it's like $5, $1, putting aside some money for yourself, career advancement, learning stuff online, using YouTube for what YouTube is really good for, which is educational content. There's always somebody about teaching you to garden, somebody teaching you how to use Canva. There's somebody teaching you to do something, and invest time in that instead of just doom scrolling. Now, I know a lot of you are not doing that, but if you need a little reminder, that is what I have for you guys. These are the things that I do that really helps me. It might not be useful for all of you, because you may be already doing all of these things, and that's just a little confirmation that you're on the right path. But for those of you who, you know, sometimes you struggle to kind of know what you should be doing, I just want to keep it simple, right? Just keep it simple. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.